Hey guys, how you doing? It's TagJank12 here, or TheFrXion, and I am back from the holidays. I've been gone for 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks actually. And I didn't have any time to upload any videos, any stuff, so I'm back now. I'm going to try to regain my normal upload schedule. That means I'm gonna upload 1 or 3 videos. It depends. I'm working on the What to Expect series, where I review tier 10 tanks that I have, where I'm actually at the moment working at the E100. The E100, it's actually a great tank, but we'll come to that later on. I'll have some gameplay and I'll have the review up. I'm not sure when, I cannot promise you anything. I will say up to the end of the next week. Right now, I've got the last 2 days weekend, and then school's gonna start again, so I'm gonna try to use my time most valuable and get you some gameplay. As you can see, we're playing on Ruinberg with the KV-1S, also known as one of the most OP tier 6 heavy tanks available in the game, and it's gonna lose the 122mm cannon, which makes it so OP. So I can only advise you guys, or can only tell you, this tank is amazing for this tier. It can beat tier 8s. It's that great. If you don't have it, try it out. It's a tier 6 tank. It's not that hard to get. If you have the 122mm cannon, you're gonna have a good time with this tank. And yeah, pretty much that's all I can say about this. So this video right here is not really specifically anything. No tutorial, just gameplay of my KV-1S, and this is pretty much just showcases the power that this tank possesses if you can control the pace of the combat. And pretty much here, this is like one of the best games you can have in KV-1S. You're top tier, you're going up against other tier 6s, no tier 8s, very little amount of arty, only one arty per side. And Ruinberg, one of the best maps in my opinion, so what can go wrong actually? So, one of the things, the KV-1S is, the main thing about this tank is the 122mm cannon. That's what makes it so fabulous, so outstanding for a tier 6 heavy tank. This caliber is on no other tier 6 heavy tank, but on Tank Destroyer. Wait, I have to think real fast. The T20, no, not it. The M6 has a 90mm cannon. That's a horrible tier 6. The ARL has a long 90 but does not have the 122. This tank is pretty much the only tier 6 tank with such a high damage gun. Heavy tank. Tank Destroyers have it too. SU-100. And pretty much the only problem that you have on this tank is the long reload time, because this gun takes a long time to reload, especially for tier 6. So 13.5 seconds, you can see there. That's excuse me, with vents on, with 100% crew, brothers in arms, all that stuff. So you're really trained. So 13.5 seconds is a very long time for a tier 6 match, for a tier 6 tank. Other tanks can fire like 5 shots in that time. And yeah, the one weak spot of this tank is the armor and the high possibility to catch on fire, because the engine is really weak. But if you can counter those things and you can really pace the combat right there, if they let you pace the combat in this tank, if you can decide how fast you strike, that you have enough time to reload, to pull back, then you have the most OP tank in tier 6. Pretty much. And you will see in this game right now, I'm pushing the center, there's nobody at G1, which really kind of irritates me, because there's always somebody at G1. So right here you can see I'm pushing around this corner, and I get very lucky right here. I missed the helicap, but I put one into the KV-1S. That was luck on my side pretty much. And right now I'm pushing up, and clutch destroy the KV-1S. Pretty much the the dangerous tank on the enemy team is gone for now, and now I can just play this really safely here. This Hellcat right here, I bounce it. He could have shot my tracks, that one would have went through, but luckily for me, I angled my armor, even though that actually should have went right through if he shot me in the side. So right now you can see this Hellcat is not pushing me, and I can dictate the speed of the combat. I move up, he has no time to react, he's hanging out by me, and now pretty much these two tanks, I got their backs to me, and now I can easily take him out. Just wait for my reload to finish, focus fire on the almost dead tank, Aerol takes him out, I reload, and now I push the Hellcat since he's not really focusing on me, and is trying to gain another kill. And also you can see right here the Hellcat, a really nice model since the 9.0 update has been released. It looks amazing, and this should be pretty much the standard for all tanks post 9.0. They said somewhere 9.1, yeah, and let's hope that this will come out. I mean, if every tank looks like this, it's gonna be amazing. So I take him out, 3 kills, 2,425 damage. It's okay. I didn't take any damage, any shots, and now I can just roam freely over here. One of the main things, you also need to have luck. You can see this enemy team right there. They did not have enough tanks in city. They got overrolled. They got rolled and just taken out by so many other tanks. And they were all on the field. Of course, if they would have pushed the field really hard, they could have capped. But you can see that they didn't do that, and that pretty much cost them the victory. So right there, the T-150. This is also a very good tank, especially for tank companies. It has 90 millimeters up front, 90 millimeters on the side, and 90 on the back, and the 107 millimeter cannon, I think. A very strong tank, very good alternative to the KV-1S if you don't like it. The KV-1S is also one of is also a very highly viewed tank because of its speed. As you can see here, it's really fast for a heavy tank, but that also means it's not really good for ramming. Don't try to ram anything in this tank, especially if you're in tier 8. And if you're in tier 8, you're gonna have a it depends. You really have to be careful because your tank is really weak. The armor is not great. And if you're in tier 10s, tier 8s, they'll be able to pen you pretty easily with all the RHMs and Borsons. So yeah, hope you liked this gameplay. If you did, comment, subscribe, whatever, and I will be back later. So see you.